to Clement Clark Moore, James Thurber's parody of Ernest Hemingway, and Catherine Lee Bates, the Baker University Speech Choir presents A Glimpse into the Classroom, too close to December 25th.
So where are you guys supposed to be?
All right, class, quiet down. I expect your full attention, even though this is the last class of the semester. I have worked long and hard to bring you the most scholarly and authoritative material available. So I expect that you take excellent notes as we proceed through today's lecture. Now, let us begin. It was the nocturnal segment of the period preceding the annual Yuletide celebration, and throughout the place of residence, kinetic activity was not in evidence, including any species of domestic rodent. Are you getting this down in your notes?
It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house,
not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
Hosiery was meticulously suspended from the forward edge of the wood-burning caloric apparatus.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care,
in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
It was the night before Christmas. The house was very quiet. The children were in their beds.
Their beds were in the room next to ours. I had my cap on.
We could hear the children moving. We didn't move. We wanted the children to think we were asleep.
the children were nestled all snug in their beds.
Were experiencing subconscious hallucinations of variegated fruit confections moving rhythmically through their cerebrums.
I'll just put visions of sugar plums dance in their heads.
And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap.
There ascended such a cacophony of dissonance.
Out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter.
Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash.
Father,
The children said. There was no answer.
he's there all right.
They thought.
Father,
They said, and banged on their beds.
What do you want?
I asked.
we have visions of sugar plums.
The children said.
We can't sleep.
Said the children. They stopped talking, but I could hear them moving. They made sounds.
Oh, it's always about the big fat guy, isn't it? He couldn't have done it alone, you know.
Santa, must I tease in vain, dear? Let me go and hold the reindeer while you clamber down the chimneys. Don't look savage as a jerk.
Why should you have all the glory of the joyous Christmas story, and poor little Santa Claus have all the work?
You just sit there and grow chubby off the goodies in my cubby from December till December, till your white beard sweeps your knees.
For you must allow, my good man, that you are nothing but a lazy woodman, and rely on me to foster all our fruitful Christmas trees.
Is St. Nicholas asleep?
Asked the children.
No, be quiet.
He might be.
He isn't.
The house became quiet once more. Out on the lawn, a clatter arose. I got out of bed and went to the window. The moon gave the luster of midday to objects in the snow.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below.
When what to my wandering eye should appear?
A miniature airborne runnered conveyance drawn by 8 diminutive specimens of the genus Rangifer.
8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick.
More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer.
Now Prancer and Vixen.
On Comet, on Cupid.
On Donner and Blitzen.
To the top of the porch.
To the top of the wall.
Now dash away, dash away.
Dash away all.
Who is it?
Mama asked.
Some guy, some little guy.
Shut the window.
Said Mama. I stood still and listened.
Yet ask young Jack, our neighbor, who but Sandra does the labor, feeding roots with milk and honey so that the bonbons may be sweet.
Who but Sandra knows the reason why the playthings bloom in season and the ripened toys and trinkets rattle gaily to her feet?
Jump in quick, that's my Bonnie. Hey down, dearie, naughty. While I tie your fur cap close, I will kiss your ruddy chin.
I'm so pleased I fall to singing while the sleigh bells take to ringing. Are the cloudspun lap robes ready? Tira Lira, tuck me in.
As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly,
When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky.
So up to the housetop the coursers they flew with a sleigh full of toys.
And St. Nicholas, too.
What do you hear?
Reindeer.
I said. I shut the window and walked about. It was cold. Mama sat up in bed and looked at me.
How could they get on the roof?
Mama asked.
They fly.
Get into bed. You'll catch cold.
Mama lay down in bed. I didn't get into bed. I kept walking around.
What do you mean? They fly?
Asked Mama.
They just fly is all.
Mama turned toward the wall. She didn't say anything.
and then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof,
I could readily distinguish the concatenations of each of the 32 cloven pedal extremities.
the prancing and pawing of each little hoof.
As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was clad entirely in animal pelts, soiled by an ebony residue.
Gross.
Nasty.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler, just opening his pack.
Off across the starlight norland, where no plant adorns the moorland save the ruby-berried holly and the frolic mistletoe.
Oh, but this is Christmas revel, off across the frosted level where the reindeer's hooves strike sparkles from the crispy crackling snow.
Here's a roof. I'll hold the reindeer. I suppose this weather vane, dear, someone set here just on purpose for our teams to fasten to.
Let us settle here, and maybe none will shout and wake the baby. We are come. Be careful, Santa, don't get smothered in the flu.
His eyes, how they twinkled.
His dimples, how merry.
His cheeks were like roses.
His nose like a cherry.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as wide as the snow.
Clenched firmly between his incisors was a smoking piece.
The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath.
He had a broad face and a little round belly.
That shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly.
He laughed,
Ha, ha.
and his belly shook. It shook like a bowl of red jelly. I laughed.
Ha ha.
He winked his eye. He didn't say anything.
He was, in short, an obese, jocund, multigenarian gnome.
He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself.
A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk.
And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose.
Then he went up the chimney. I went to the chimney and looked up. I saw him get into his sleigh.
So sprightly reindeer clamor, with their fairy sleigh of amber, on from roof to roof the woven shades of night about us drawn.
On from roof to roof we twinkle, all the silver bells a tinkle, till blooms in yonder blessed east the rose of Christmas dawn.
Chirp, chirp, there's a patter of soft footsteps and a chatter of child voices. Speed it, reindeer, up the Arctic hill.
Merry Christmas, little people. Joy bells ring in every steeple, and Sandra's gladdest of the glad. I've had my own sweet will.
He whistled at his team, and the team flew away. The driver called out,
Merry Christmas and good night.
I went back to bed.
He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle.
And away they all flew like the down of a thistle.
But I heard him exclaim,
ere he drove out of sight.
Ecstatic Yuletide to the planetary constituency.
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.